Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright. What is going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome to another Graveyard Shift Gaming. This is number 4, and today we're gonna be taking a look. Today we're well, this was completely obvious if you've been into my channel for a while, and most likely so these were the hints. The hints were what game that which Let's Play that I used the most Capcom references in, and what else? There's also I've shown this game a lot more than I expected, and then I showed it a lot less, and last but not least, it's in my child specifically. And the answer was, there's only 2 games that actually fit the bill. One of them was Injustice, and the second one was Soul Calibur. And the actual game was Soul Calibur. Now, you're wondering how many Capcom references I actually did? I did more than, let's see. I did more than, like at least 15, 20, I can't remember. Well, I know it's a lot. Except for, Injustice. I think Injustice only did 2 or 4 references, and literally keep on forgetting what it is, but yeah, it's kind of like that. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get started. Anyways, it's checking network data. Checking download content. Before anything else, let me just turn down the music a little bit.
Battle.
Okay, there you go. Alright. Let's see. You know what? I might as well take you guys down memory lane, because at this point it was probably the biggest thing that ever happened to me in fighting game history. So oh, excuse me. Alright, so the first time I ever got into a now this is a funny history, because for those that are wondering how in the world I got into Soul Calibur in the first place. Well, other than racing games, Soul Calibur was one of those games where it's like, okay, it's not bad, it's not good either, and it's actually is a pretty good game.
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
Why is the voices on?
Let's go.
Now what did I say?
At least your stance looks good.
Battle 1.
I carry that.
Come. Die. You're open. Stay down.
Well, there's been like
Battle 2.
anyways,
Time to die.
Not good enough.
oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. So for the most
Fight to
part,
the last. Battle 3. Fight.
before doing anything else, wait. Unfortunately,
Leave me no choice.
Fight.
Stay down.
God.
This is as far as you go.
Crap. Well,
I'll decimate you. Now stay down.
No mercy. Can you take this? I'll prevail. Showdown.
how is she alive?
Right.
What was I saying? Oh yeah.
The battle is over.
The first time I played Goddrifter was legit. Not Soul Blade per se, but it's like Soul Calibur on the arcade, and I actually do love how the game plays. Like, no joke. Well, since I was trash at Soul Calibur, the only thing I can do is like throws, and I will just do like throws, and like it's because like it's my first time ever playing a Soul Calibur game, and I don't know proper like fighting games. So I mean, yeah, I played Super Street Fighter back then, but in terms of in terms of like 3D fighting
The
game
winds
wise,
fan the
all I
flames
know
of
is
the
Soul
warrior's
Calibur.
fighting spirits.
That's basically about it.
Let's go.
Well, unless you count the Mortal Kombat games from the
I won't be
mid
beaten
2000s.
so easily, you know.
Battle 1. Fight. Attack. Watch this. Watch this. Take this. Watch this.
Ready?
Watch this.
Well then.
Battle 2. Fight. Battle 3. Fight. Watch this.
You're gonna pay now. I've no plans to lose. Learned your lesson.
Attack. The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Oh, they're good.
Our journey continues.
Oh my goodness. That was it. Oh yeah. So yeah, I actually being almost the entire cast of characters in Mitsurugi until I had to face Inferno. And by far I was so frustrated that I lost to the most overpowered character in all of Soul Calibur. So yeah. So yeah, for the most part, it actually isn't that bad. It was just, for the most part, it was pretty. It was not average per se. It was more like it had a lot of.
Blood, flesh, and souls are offered to the gods amidst deathly chants.
Let's go.
It's gonna be fun to watch you grovel.
Battle 1. Fight.
Oh, just go away.
Battle 2. Fight. Watch this. Here goes.
Get in my way! This is crazy! Damn, nobody! Playing dirty.
Alright then.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 3. Fight. Watch this. Watch this. This is all I got. Watch this.
Oh my god. I have been trolled by fear.
Battle 4. Fight.
Gonna kill you!
No mercy. Final
Enjoy
battle.
destroying you!
Fight. Too slow. Take this.
I'm getting goosebumps.
One. Apparently,
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
And now back to the road.
alright. That totally makes sense. So yeah. I got frustrated when I faced Inferno, and I'm like, you know what? It actually wants me to actually play this game. And then, and keep in mind, I ended up getting first caliber when I was literally 11 years old. And 11-year-old me doesn't know how, well, fighting games work. And then I turned my attention to Soul Calibur 3, which at that time I had and by that time I had a PS2, so
A history of
I didn't
conflict
get Excalibur
repeats
4
itself at this
until
old
at
sea
least
keep.
a year later,
Let's go.
or at least 2 years later. I can't remember, but
Come on. Let's do this. Battle 1. Fight! Feel lucky? Now! Feel lucky? Not a Bring up!
anyways,
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 2. Fight! Gotcha! Not done. Bring up!
okay, I guess that was
Battle
karma.
3. Fight! Watch this!
Oh,
Gotcha! This is all I got! Yo! Down you go! Battle 4. Gotta admit. Fight! Take this!
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
My journey continues.
Oh yeah. So ended up playing Excalibur 3, and I ended up playing up to the point where I ended up beating every single chapter but chapter 20, and haven't played the game since I had Excalibur 4, and I want to actually play the game again. And I was like, huh, this game actually seems like a really good time. And I'm like, okay, that's actually is pretty cool. That I ended up getting, yeah, ended up playing Excalibur 4 for God knows how many years
Warrior
until
spirits
ended
are
up playing
forged
Excalibur
below the
5.
never-ending skies.
And I bought Excalibur 5 by myself.
I'll
Excalibur 3 I
silence
bought
your incessant mouth
I had to buy
forever.
with my one of my
Battle
parents.
1.
And then Excalibur 4 I got that for my birthday. Unfortunately,
Return to dust. Know your place.
so yeah, it was
Victory.
probably one of the more bigger titles for the PS3, since obviously Star Wars is... God dang.
Bastard! I failed? Interrupt! I'm sorry, I failed? Want to see hell? Too slow! Oh! Futile! What? No mercy!
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Incinerate you! Fight! Take this! Know your place!
battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Stay out of my way.
So yeah, for the most part, it's like, it's pretty cool to end up picking up Soul Calibur, and unfortunately, Soul Calibur the first Calibur 4 I had, it actually worked. It was just at that time my PS3 had an issue where it doesn't play discs, and so unfortunately I had to replace it, which means I had to make a new
With riches attracts more chaos than customers.
Let's go.
So
Very well. A battle it shall be.
Battle
actually
one.
is,
Fight. Here goes. Punch strike. Battle two. Fight. Punch strike. We'll crush you. Attack. Take this. Take this. Punch strike. We'll crush you. Punch strike. Punch strike.
Victor.
Battle three. Fight. Watch this. Take this.
Providence is with me.
Try this.
Continue.
Battle four. Fight. Now back to the road.
So yeah, most likely meaning that not only that to like replace, not only had to replace the entire system, I had to make sure that that everything was working right, and I'm like, this actually does make sense to actually have your PS3 replaced, because the PS3 was one of those years where it's like, my god, I actually do miss playing
In a cursed castle
lot
hall,
of these
warriors
games
dance in a masquerade
back
of
when I was
death.
literally
Let's go.
preteen to a teenager.
I'm not a
Battle one. Fight.
Here I go.
Farewell. Here goes.
Come on.
A fight to the death. Take this.
Still in this.
Watch this. Battle two. Fight. Take this. No mercy.
It absolutely makes no sense. Like,
Battle
I'll
three.
do my best.
Fight. Punch strike. Punch strike.
Bruh. Bruh.
Punch strike. Punch strike.
Not me.
Punch strike.
Ow. Ow, ow,
No mercy.
So forceful.
Stay out of my way.
No, what was I? Oh yeah. So basically it was I actually do have fun playing the games. If I had to say what my favorite character was in each game, first time I played Excalibur, I was very clueless on who all these characters are. So I went with Misery since he was literally the most simple character, and I didn't even bother reading the backstory. So I'm like, okay, this is probably one
A
of the
single slash can
one of
cut
those
even the
characters that
frozen
like
air in two.
basically have like they have like
Let's
an
go.
air around them. So
My mission is what matters, not you.
Battle
yeah.
one. Fight. Despair. Watch this. Take this. Resist.
My God.
Battle two. Fight. Take this. Crumble. Surely not. Watch this. Take this. Come and fail. Watch this. Battle three. Fight. Going in. Scarlet Flame. A storm coming. Take this. What? Take this. Low and full courage. Stuck with that. I must endure. Going in. Battle four. Fight. I must endure. This won't bring up. Final battle. Fight. I must endure. Now back to the road.
Congratulations.
Oh. I'm like, wait a minute, is that the end of it? Okay, I didn't realize you can actually have grow as a boss. So that's very interesting. So yeah, for the most part, Excalibur 3 was also the first ever game to actually introduce me to character creation. Now, I mean, yeah, I did had used to when I was a kid for the PS2, but unfortunately, the PS2 version didn't have any sort of character creation. In fact, the only thing we had was a silhouette. So, yeah, there's that. if yeah, for the most part, it's very interesting how a lot of well, a lot of things going in, and it's like, okay, that's not bad. Um, hmm. Hmm. I don't know if I should actually make my own lobby because, well, I mean, literally the problem is like, it's like you never know what's gonna happen. They're gonna grab a character that is gonna be like, ooh, look at me, I'm just waiting for attention. It's like, dude, you're grabbing the wrong types of attention. Like, bruh. Alright, so for the most part, it's actually pretty interesting how,
Battle! Battle 1. Fight!
switch languages. There's only Japanese and English. Oh my god. No, I thought about it. If it's by chance, if they have like a actual another option where like every single character speaks a native language, then it'll be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And then again, it'll be like checking all over again. It's like, how did, and a lot of us are like, how do you know what he's saying? um, no, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Um, yeah, for the most part, it's actually pretty cool how they have basically multiple amount of these things, and at the same time, is pretty much the biggest useful thing to actually have in Soul Calibur. Though people keep saying, "Oh man, it's really the franchise." It's like it's really not. um,
A merchant ship replete.
Hello, hi, greetings, etc.
Battle 1. Fight!
Get lost.
Battle 2. Fight!
hold on, what is it else? Not great. Yeah, trying to see which one is which actually. Um, hmm. Okay then. Oh, behind the word. Oh.
How about this? You're done. Like that? So long. Follow your heart. Ride the wind. Whatever.
Beta is so cocky. I don't know what it is. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So for the most part, it was like a journey for me to actually get used to Soul Calibur. I ended up getting Soul Calibur 6 when ended up getting Soul Calibur 6 for my birthday, along with the crew 2. Not birthday, for Christmas, along with the crew 2. And my goodness, it was probably the best, two of the best gifts I ever received in my entire life. Like, no joke. Um,
In a cursed castle hall, warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
Hello, hi, greetings, etc. Let me show you my blade's beauty.
Battle 1. Fight, bleed.
Ready?
Battle 2. Fight.
Is that it?
Still looking for the special move. I don't know why.
You're done. Keep the change. Keep the
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Smart folk travel. You need to travel more.
Dang, this is alright. This is Raphael. At least I don't look like I have a At least I don't stink unlike you. It was like, I am already dead, you idiots. It's like, what in the world? Oh my god. Um, so yeah, it was, the games I ended up playing when I was a kid is probably one of the more interesting things I take in. For example, the first time I played Call of Duty, I was only
The desire
9
for
years
power
old,
leads the warriors to
and
the arid
they
desert.
had,
Hello,
and
hi,
one of my
greetings,
cousins
etc.
had PS3 along with Call of Duty Black Ops.
I've no time for you. Let's end this quickly.
Battle 1. Fight!
You. Ha. Yeah. Take. Don't say. Not again.
Battle 2. Fight!
My hands. Yes, sir. Here. You. Keep. You good? This ends.
Okay.
All right.
Battle 3. Fight!
Take. Yes, sir. Ready? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Never. You have no
Battle
choice.
4. Fight!
Take. You can't. Take. Ready? Ready? Keep the change. Not again. Ready?
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
He just did the orange punch. Oh my god. Anyway, if I had to say what my favorite characters are in each game, it'll probably gonna be a list. So most likely, since I have not played all the games, but I do know the characters from each game. So don't worry, there'll be like a top 10 of this specific doing specific. I'm going to do most likely
Warrior.
Hello, hi, greetings, etc.
My mission is what matters, not you.
Battle 1. Fight!
hey, it was already the fourth person that's
Get lost.
Battle 2. Fight!
Get lost. Take. Go long. Yes, sir.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Yes, sir.
Battle 3. Fight!
You. Ready?
Just not get back up.
What in the world? Okay, it says something different. Okay, he said something different, but I think they got the subtitles wrong. Huh. Okay, I think I know which one is which actually. If
A single slash can cut even the
the character
frozen
is
air
evil,
in
then they have to face
two.
Inferno. If it's good, then
Hello,
they have to
hi,
face Girl.
greetings,
I don't
etc.
know about neutral.
The
I just need to make
nightmare
sure
will
which is
devour
which.
your soul! Battle one.
Or do you? Okay.
Battle two. Fight! That is futile!
No way! You ready?
Surely a fine sacrifice!
Yes, sir.
Soul Edge!
Grab.
Unleashed! Taste the sword of despair! Never shall you wake!
You. Yes, sir.
Soul Edge!
Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, yeah, Nightmare is over. How? Jeez.
This nightmare shall consume you! Battle 4. Fight!
Take.
Grab the mask. Dirty.
Smart folk travel. You need to travel more.
My goodness. So yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, we got some wins, others questionable at best. So yeah, it actually isn't all that bad. The only difference is like, oh, okay, it's pretty cool how they actually have um how they have I don't know, most of these characters in this game have specific details about them, and it's actually pretty useful on what type of character they are.
Hello, hi,
It's
greetings,
just the fact
etc.
that
I'm
of
not
all
afraid
things,
anymore.
it's just like,
Battle 1.
oh, this is interesting. I actually want to get into this game.
Take. Ready?
Battle 2. Fight!
Ready? Get lost. Get lost. Get lost.
Once again, 1-inch punch.
Battle
I'll do my best.
Fight!
Alright.
Ready? Think fast.
Still in this.
Don't say. Enjoy your lie down. You deserve it.
He's not wrong. Anyways, um, and again, I'm planning on doing a top 10 characters from this game. That will also include DLC as well as very critical finish, and then I'm going to and then in one stream I'm going to show off all 50 of my created characters.
The
Just so you
rings
guys
fan
know,
the flames of the
um,
warriors' fighting spirits.
technically it's more of 30
Hello, hi,
since
greetings, etc.
literally I think most
Enough
of my
talk. Let's fight.
Battle one.
most of the most of the characters have extra costumes that I actually made. So technically it will be the same person.
Battle two. Fight.
Now,
Stay down. Get lost.
I'm not gonna lose.
Think fast. Keep the change.
oh, Ryuken.
Battle
Started.
fight.
Get lost.
I'm not gonna lose.
Bad move. Ready? Get lost. Think fast. Got it. Don't say.
Claim victory and
Enjoy your lie down. You deserve it.
Okay, apparently it's saying a lot different. I don't know, but the voice says enjoy your lie down, but the what's that called? But the subtitles said enjoy your rest, you deserved it. I'm like, oh great. Yep, I knew it. The facing against Huang. No. Huang's be like, that's my mask and my scarf. How dare you? Oh my god. I can't believe that Huang, of all characters, was gonna be in this game. Like,
the
no
memories
joke.
of ancient battles slumber.
Huang was
eternally
in the
unremoved.
was in Soul Edge
Hello,
and
hi,
Soul Calibur,
greetings, etc.
and then it's in Soul Calibur 3 as a.
Have it your way. Get ready.
Battle one.
Jesus, that was big.
Desolation! You're mine!
Take it.
You
Ready? Ready? Think fast.
still fight. I won't die here. Not done. You're mine.
Oh my god.
Battle two. Fight. Battle three. Fight.
this! Jackpot!
I can't take it seriously. Oh my god.
Like that?
It is now or never. Let us fight!
I'll say! So long! Follow your heart! Ride the wind! Whatever!
Required time. Promised new face. That's interesting. So yeah, for the most part, is not that bad. I already have um image. I already have recorded gameplay for this week's summit, so I'm gonna make that today. So tomorrow, I'm actually going to so yeah, tomorrow is gonna be another Crew 2 live stream, and then um Saturday is when I say I can either record the Crew 2 or I can either record the Crew 2 or Gran Turismo because um number stream 60 is gonna be the final episode of of um of the car shows because it has been fun, but I am going to be getting I need to get used to well driving around diff, and I completely forgot how about the let's say the most important thing about these is literally anything to favorites. So for the most part, I'm just going to showcase all of the characters. That includes some of the alternate costumes. Um, all right, so without any further ado, let's get started on showing out the characters. Sorry about that. I'm actually muted because I wanted to show off the characters. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Well, I'm only doing another one right after this because obviously, everyone just keep. Because usually they actually look at like Goddrifter game is like, oh my, there's another one, and then they look at this game, it's like, yeah, I'm out of here. And it's like, okay, this just makes no sense. Most people didn't realize this, but I'm actually an all gaming type of channel. I'm not just about racing. Um, Racing games, fighting games, role playing games. I'm all about that mess. But apparently, when it comes to racing games, it's like, oh yeah, he did a good thing. And then when it comes to any other game, it's like, oh yeah, not watching that today. It's like, yikes. Um, did I play Black Ops 4? I do not play Black Ops 4 because I don't have Black Ops 4. I have Black Ops 3, which, in my opinion, of all the Call of Duties of all the Call of Black Opses in order, I'd say most like the top 5. Well, I cannot 4 because I haven't played it yet. Um, Black Ops 3 is more than likely C tier. It's not bad. It's not good either because of, well, I mean, seriously, how many people think oh yeah, like, oh, you mean Titanfall? It's like, no, it's Black Ops 3. Like, yeah, Titanfall, right? It's like, it's because of the exoskeleton and stuff. Like, yeah, it's like, oh, great. And not to mention, I only bought one map pack for that game, and I actually do like the Rising Jock. But I haven't done anything in terms of like Call of Duty wise because the last time I done something Call of Duty related, I actually recorded as a Let's Play, which gun for the most part it has some views. In fact, I think one of the videos that I had got copyrighted due to a voiceover. I don't know, it's not a voiceover per se, but it's more um like I can't play without like talking talking about the scene. And unfortunately, this is my first time ever replaying something, and it's like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, but for the most part, I say Call of Duty 2. Okay, could do Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is at least A tier because, well, I mean, then again, it had only one problem is the fact that the hit detection is very off. Like, you can literally knife someone that is literally on the like beside you, and you still end up killing them for some reason, not for some reason, for somehow, one or another. But yeah, it's about it. Black Ops 1 was actually my first Call of Duty game that I have. How much is that game? Oh, Excalibur 6? Um, it depends because, what are you talking about? This game or Black Ops 3? Because, the Excalibur 6, I think I don't know if it's still full price. Um, but if you plan on playing this game just for the creation, um, just be sure to, oh great, I think I knew I was forgetting something. Uh, no, game I'm playing. I don't remember. I had this game since Christmas, so for the most part, my memory of this is a little flaky, if I remember correctly. Um, but if I do remember correctly, it's around either $59.99 or $49.99. I can't remember, but it's around $50 to $60 if you pay full price. Okay, so there we go. One thing about COD Mobile, COD Mobile is more. It's more like if you don't. It's like if you don't have time to actually go and play Call of Duty, but you have to go work. And it's like, I have Call of Duty on my phone. It's kind of the same thing when with what's that called? It's kind of like it's like, for example, if you have like Need for Speed No Limits, all right, and you don't have time to play Need for Speed Heat or Need for Speed Payback or any Need for Speed game because you had to go to work or you had to go to school, and it's like, oh, I forgot I have the mobile version on my own phone, but uh, yeah, it's meh. Like, I mean, it, I guess it works out fine because obviously well, it's Call of Duty in your own phone, but I just don't like it how they actually like. It's not bad. It's not good either. Um, if I have to rate it, I'd say it's more like it's like a 5. Like, no joke, it's probably a 5 because obviously it's a mobile version of Call of Duty Black Ops. And not to mention, they took out the zombies mode. I think it's because it was all buggy. And the first time I ever played, uh, what's that called? The first time I ever played the, what's that called? The first time I ever played Call of Duty Mobile, um, I thought it was like one of those games where it's like, oh, like all you have to do is literally just conquer a territory type of games, and it's like, oh wait a minute, this is not the one. It's like, okay, because keep in mind, I actually had at that time, well, not at that time, but like literally a couple years ago, I used to be on Call of Duty like I breathe air, like no joke. And it had gone to the point where like it was like this. It was like, oh my god, I'm lagging. Like, oh my god, he's head glitching. I'm like, oh god, what have I become? You know what? Let me just take a break from this game. Let me take a break from Call of Duty and go back to other games I like to play. And I stopped playing Call of Duty ever since. Like, no joke. That's probably one of the best ideas, probably one of the best things I ever done, because obviously, if I play too much Call of Duty, then I'm and it's gonna be like, okay, what happened to the car guy within me? Like, what happened to Need for Speed and Hot Wheels and Forza or Gran Turismo? Like, what happened to the car guy that made me to this day? And I'm like, you know what? I am going to quit Call of Duty because obviously I have prestiged, and that's like my only goal. And here's a fun fact: back in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, uh, literally we have something known as the King of Blank. So for the most part, uh, and it was usually me and two other friends that played Call of Black Ops 2. Oh, one of them still friends with the other one. Um, the other one because I don't know. It was very toxic. Like I didn't want to talk to that guy anymore. But yeah, I was known as the king of SMGs because every single time I went into the lobby, I always go in blasting with an SMG, and not to mention, literally the SMGs was probably one of my favorite weapons to actually do I plan to do things with another YouTuber? I might have something in mind. Because um, if I correctly there's a YouTuber that goes by the Legend Z who plays the Crew 2, and I also play the Crew 2, and he actually gave me an idea that I should collab with someone, because at least that makes sense. Um, but then again, I had a collab with another YouTuber by he goes by Grim Gaming, and the first time I ever met him, it was for like a tournament, and it was a tournament for what's that called? Yeah, it was a legit tournament in GTA Online, and literally it was probably the funniest tournament I've ever done, like entirely, and it was epic. Like without a doubt, it was probably the most epic things I ever done in my entire career. Um, so I do have, but yeah, I do have plans on collabing with another YouTuber. It just depends on if it depends on if he has time to actually do the collab, um, or I can actually have more than likely most of the time it's like, oh, okay, I think he's do you watch NASCAR? If so, what is your favorite NASCAR driver? I do not. I haven't watched any NASCAR driver. Even though yes, I'm a car guy, I don't watch NASCAR. Reason being because, well, that's not my cup of tea. Besides, if you take a look at the history behind NASCARs, like from the 60s, 70s, and then 80s, they're all stock cars. Everything changed when the 90s, the 2000s, and then 2010 and now 2020s happened. It's more or less the same vehicle except with different brands and a different face. That's basically how things work. Uh, Other than that, I don't watch NASCAR. I watched Formula Drift, but it has been on since I actually watch mostly that. I mean, of some I heard some NASCAR drivers like uh Patricia Dorsey or Jimmy Johnson or um I forgot what his name is, but he was number 3 and they call him the Intimidator. I can't remember, but he drove the Monte Carlo until his passing, and there was like a special edition where it was like Dad Junior and it like Dan Junior and then Dan Senior, and it's like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool, and and they had like the number 3 on the seats. Like it was actually one of those things where like you had to see it to believe it. But I did watch Monster Jam though. Monster Jam was literally my entire was like literally my entire 70-year-old Dan, Dan Earnhardt. Oh, okay. Oh, like, it wasn't Dan, it was Dale. Jeez, my mistake. It was, yeah, Dan Earlhart, which I was actually surprised about because literally I watched the Mario Kart episode on Dona Media, and they say like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, there's like this one guy, the best thing to ever happen. Like no joke, it was probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to his car. It's like yeah, you have all these bright colors, and then you have Dale with a full out black Monte Carlo with the number three on the with the number three. I was like, oh god, here comes the Intimidator. um. So yeah, for the most part, it was honestly a very epic type of thing to go on about. So yeah, it wasn't Dan Senior Dale. It was Dan Senior, Dan Junior. It was Dale Earnhardt Junior, Dale Earnhardt Senior, and basically they probably picked the best looking G body as well as the newer Monte Carlos, but unfortunately, uh, both. Unfortunately, the Monte Carlo discontinued around 2009 with the whole stock market crash type of ordeal. Um, yeah, it was actually wasn't. Yeah, it was actually it's pretty epic. Um, but yeah, I don't watch. Yeah, I just don't watch NASCAR like at all. Um, but Monster Jam, I watched that mess like it was. I watched that mess like I was drinking water. It's like you can't get enough destruction with a monster truck. So it's like, okay, it's pretty epic. How it's like, okay, that's not bad at all. All thing we had to do is literally just dumb mess up the vehicle. That's basically all. Um, what else is there? I do watch Grand Prix, but if I had to like watch, if I have one thing to watch my entire life, it'll probably be Formula Drift because obviously everybody has their own reference on what cars they like drifting, and is somewhat more there's a lot more people that got into drifting than NASCAR because of a lot of people like going to drift something, they might as well just go sideways. And not to mention, unlike the 900 horsepower V8s that everybody is chugging to these NASCARs, which aka blobs since they're basically the same vehicle. Yeah, people tossing in 2Js, RBs, LSs, LTs, and heck, even like 2 water, 3 water, or even 4 water motors, and it's like, okay, that's probably the most. That's like literally the most breaking moment of racing in the entirety of its career. Um, yeah, for the most part, actually, I do like um, how a lot of people got into drifting by there are 3 things that got people into drifting. One of them was Need Speed Underground. The second one is Initial D, and the third one is kind of obvious: Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, which still following the series. Just that at this point, it might as well be events is Avengers for car people at this point. Uh, so yeah, for the most part, it actually is not that easy to get into in terms of what things um in terms of what movie it is. But not thought about it. When it comes to NASCAR was like it's like with NASCAR, no one cares about the drivers. The only thing they care about is the crashing. It's like oh, It's like, oh man, this actually is the best thing ever. It's like, dude, what the heck happened? It's like, dude, dude, number nine just crashed. Like, wait, number nine crashed? It's like, wait, which one's that one? It's like, oh, you meant the one that's sponsored by M&M's? Oh, this is. I'm just giving an example. Like, I don't know who has the M&M's car, but my goodness. Um, I had to go. Sorry, my phone's about to die. See you later. Bye bye. Okay. Okay. I mean, then again, you can actually just, charge your phone and then watch the stream. Um, but I do understand you had to like go somewhere where you had to like charge your phone battery. Oh, by the way, the 18 car is the M&M's car. Just saying, but bye bye. It's not. It's all right. Then again, I don't know my NASCAR, so there's that. Oh my god, now I feel bad. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, it actually is. I mean, then again, I'm more of like car culture type of guy than racing, cause well, I like I like to customize my cars. Although performance is not my favorite thing to do. Well, then again, if you if you look at most of my cars in my live streams, you will know that they're more stylish than like performance orientated. Anyways, I think we're almost done. We just need a couple more characters and then I'll be done. So, before anything else, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Without any further ado, let's get on with the show. Alright, so that's all 50 characters. Um, so yeah, I'm doing back-to-back live streams. So literally around, I'd say 8:30, I'm gonna stream another game. So without any further ado, hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you see next. You can follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at Goddrifter247sun. No, actually, let me restart that. You can follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at GG20%S. You can also check out my Discord at Goddrifter247sun Productions Garage and Museum. And last but certainly not least, I am going to be streaming again, but um, I'm going to wait until at least 8:30, so that way I can actually get through what's that called? So that way I can actually get through um the crew 2. So without any further ado, uh, this is Goddrifter signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Well, I'll see you guys later today. Um, This has been Goddrifter Productions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.